Okay, let me just test. Can everybody hear me? Coach, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great. All right, we're ready to go. Mike Reese, I see you there if you want to go.
You got it.
And I'll remind everyone to raise their hands if they have a question.
Thanks, Aaron. I was looking for the raise hand that I couldn't find it. So thanks for coming. Ivan, how are you today?
Good. How about yourself, Mike? How you doing?
Doing all right. Doing okay. I guess I want to start. I would imagine just to look back real quick. That has to be like frustrating for you, you know, to see the ball security. Can you just sort of give us a feel for how you know?
Well, it's one thing that we preach about more than anything in the world is about good ball security, and it was like the classic thing that you wouldn't expect to happen, and that we would actually give the ball away, give the goddamn game away by turning the ball over in the last few minutes of the game when we're in scoring position. That was a hard one. That's a hard one to accept, and for Damien. God, that stings, man. It stings like a son of a gun. I mean, the whole team sitting there, just everything is based, you know, all their faith is in you. And he had to ride that, and he's had to deal with that. And I tell you what, he's the kind of guy I think will come out of this all right. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. But he was trying to make a play, And there's somewhere along the line, you got to remember the situation we're in, and we got a chance to take the lead here. So that's a hard one.
And Ivan, I watched it over. I tried to just sort of see it from my view. Is it just that left arm needs to come around and protect it, or were his pads too high, or was it, you know what I mean? Like, how did you see it?
Number one, you know, in that situation, you got to understand the situation. All right, the journey was over. We didn't need much more. Wasn't fighting for a first down. The journey was over. Protect the ball with both arms and get what you can get, and let's go down. The journey's over. We got what we needed there. You see what I'm saying? And now we're just going to eat some clock and play the game. So that was, I think, to take the hit on that one. I didn't get a chance to. We were moving the ball. He was on the field. And I didn't get a chance to give him any extra help on that one.
Okay, we'll go to Zach Cox. Go ahead, Zach.
Morning, Ivan, or afternoon, I guess.
Yeah.
Bit of a difficult debut, it seemed, for Ramondre. What does he have to focus on moving forward to make sure he can grow from this?
You got to understand how important that ball is. I hope he learns from Damien on the situation, how devastating it is when you give up the ball. It's got to become number one. He's got to learn that no matter when the ball comes out, even though you may think you're down, evidence doesn't always back you. So you got to hand the ball to the official is what you got to do. That's what should be your goal. You get tackled, you're the one handing the ball to the official after every time you touch it. That's the way we got to approach it. He's got to approach it that way. He's got to learn that lesson. Yeah, I mean, he's a hell of a backer. He's got to learn that lesson. You can't play the other way.
Great. Mike Reese, you have your hand raised again? Go ahead, Mike.
So we look back a little bit, Ivan. Now let's look forward. Week 2, you guys are turning the page to the Jets.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about the backs and sort of what, as you turn this page, what do you see as this challenge for them against the Jets?
Well, our biggest challenge, they're going to come after us trying to get this ball off. We got to protect the damn ball. We got to make some plays. We got to make some plays in space. And we got to run like a son of a gun. But most importantly, we got to protect this ball. And that's the number one thing. Going out of this game, protecting the ball, making some tough yards, making some things happen in space, but never forgetting what the number one priority is, and that's don't turn the football over.
Follow up on James White. What have you seen from him this year as a player? Just when you get to year 8 in your career, like, is he still improving, Ivan, or is he more like? I guess the thought would be.
I never thought he dropped off.
Well,
I never thought he dropped off. I think, you know, last year we couldn't take advantage of him. New scheme, you know, the way we were doing things. New quarterback. But this guy. This guy has a chance to take advantage of James, to be a good thing for James, utilize the things that he does well. And, he blocked well. He ran the ball as hard as he could, took a couple of hell of a hits in the game, and he made some plays in the passing game. That's James White, and he looks good. He's had a great camp. He's had a great camp, and it showed in the first game.
Okay, we'll go to Mark Daniels. Go ahead, Mark.
Hey, Ivan, hope all is well. How
Yeah,
do you feel like Damien has responded? I feel like, he said the right things after the game, that he took responsibility and he was ready to move on. I mean, I feel like, up until that point, he was, 23 carries, 100 yards. I think you'll probably take that every game, but then there's that last moment.
No doubt about it. But I'll see how he responds to the whole deal, but what he does this week in practice, and whether he's ready to go on Sunday when we go up against the Jets. And the number one thing he does is protect the ball. That's the answer we need to see. Not, all the press things great. But he's got to start in practice. He's got to make sure he doesn't turn the ball over, and that's got to continue into the game on Sunday. He's going to have some tough situations. People are going to come after him. They're going to come after that doggone ball. And he's going to have to make some yards, make some plays, and at the same time protect that thing. And that's what I'm looking forward to seeing him do.
I feel like this year, maybe with a rookie quarterback, there's more of an emphasis on sort of your group to sort of establish things and help Mac out. Do you feel like that's the case? Do you feel like there's more pressure on your group? Just
No, I think it's every year. I think it's every year. We're the one group that has a chance to touch the ball more than anybody else on the field. And if we're not producing and we're not productive, then there's a problem. We throw too much problem on the quarterback. But I think we've got a doggone good group of offensive players, and this thing has really stepped up. Yeah. So I just think we're part of it. I don't think we got anything extra. I think we're just a part of what's here, and we got to do our part. And we got to be productive. We got to be productive, but most importantly, we also got to be dependable. And that means taking care of the daggone ball and picking up blitz protection like we're supposed to, giving Mac a chance to make a play or two.
Thanks, Ivan. Appreciate it.
Great. We'll go to Karen next. Go ahead, Karen.
What's up, girlfriend?
Hey, how are you?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm good. Am I sensing a little disappointment on your part? Because yeah,
you know it. You can't hide that. That hurt. That hurt. It hurt everybody. I mean, one thing that we usually take pride in is not giving the game away, and we took away our chance for us to win the game, and we can't do that. We can't do that. There's no way you feel good about that. We got to play again. That's the only good thing we got going here, is that we get to play again and again and again, and hopefully we get to put this one behind us with some doggone solid play and dependable play.
Yeah. I mean, the importance of the running game for this team and needing the backs to be reliable. So I'm guessing from here on out, they're going to have to do a much better job collectively.
Yeah, we can't win doing the other way. No doubt about it. And I think the more good news about it, I feel confident that Damien is going to step up to the plate on this. I really do. We have not had a problem with him, and so I think we'll be all right. I really do.
Thank you, Ivan.
Thank you.
We're going to take two final questions, one from Zach Cox and then Evan Lazar. Go ahead, Zach.
I know JJ wasn't in the lineup the other day, but is he someone that you're confident can contribute if he's called upon?
You know it. Last year JJ would step up, and whenever he had a chance to play, he could make some plays. The guy's a doggone good back, and he's just got to wait for his shot. And he had a hell of a week last week in practice as a scout team guy, and helping the defense and being ready. So, hey, we're always looking at those situations, and we're going to, hopefully he'll have another doggone good week. He's definitely somebody that we like to think about.
All right, we'll take our final question from Evan Lazar. Go ahead, Evan.
Hey, Ivan, how you doing?
Good. Hey, Evan.
I wanted to ask you about James White on Sunday, and we had spoke to him last week about his performance last year in blitz pickup, and he just wasn't too thrilled with how he fared in 2020, but seemed like he did a pretty good job for you guys on Sunday in that regard.
I thought he started out very well. He didn't miss any. He was definitely on top of his game as far as that goes, and he was there when he needed to be there. He made his blocks. That's a challenge that people are going to try to come after him because they think he's only 200 pounds, he's like 202 or whatever he is. So they don't think of him as a big back. They think these 330, 340 pound linebackers are going to run through him. But James is also a tough guy. So he can be pretty tough in there when he wants to, and that's what he's got to do for us. He's got to do it consistently, and he knows it. And if he does, people will start coming after him.
Are some of those assignments for James, is he reading two different guys? Because sometimes it seems like his eyes are inside, and then maybe that guy.
I ain't telling you about coverage. What do you think? He's going to tell you about protection rules?
I'm just asking.
No, yeah, don't even worry about it. Just know that he's does a hell of a job of executing his protection responsibilities, whatever they may be. But I ain't telling you whether he's got more than one guy or not. No, hey, get out of here. No, he does a hell of a job. He doesn't make many mistakes for the things we ask him to do. That's for sure.
Thanks, Ivan. I appreciate it.
No problem, baby.
All right, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. We'll have Steve Belichick next.